Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, or Ha, Kwadash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharawan Banya Sharala of the Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Also, salutations to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Harab Banya Sharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. And now today I'll be coming out with a lesson. I don't have much of a title for it, but we have been given this truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and it is a great gift. It is a great honor that has been given unto us. But only the men of the Lord has been given this gift. Only the men of the Lord has been given eyes to see and ears to hear, and a heart to understand what the word of the Lord is saying, and been given the authority to preach and to teach our people and go to the world and bring forth fruit. So without further ado, this is Matthew chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "The same day Yahushua went out of the house and sat by the seaside. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And it says, and he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. So the Lord has sowed seed in the earth. He is that sower. And the Lord has sowed some seeds that have fell by the wayside, meaning it never took root in people that have heard this word. They never thought about it once, twice, 3 times, 400 million times. They never thought about it. Or if they did hear it, the fowls came and devoured it up, meaning as soon as they hear it, the Satan come pluck it out of their mind before it even can take root. And it says that some fell upon stony places, those that hear this word and they're glad to hear it, but they're not. How can I say? You know what? They were glad to hear the word, so when they got into the truth, it's like you see they kind of started learning and progressing pretty quickly, but it's only because they had no deepness, meaning they may not have fully understood what they were getting into. They was glad to hear this word, but they may not have understood what the Lord really, really requires. And it says, and when the sun was up, they were scorched, Salakia, and because they had no root, they withered away. So when the sun was up, i.e., when the Lord started to test them and to try them, to prove them, what happened? They withered, i.e., they fell away, because they didn't have any deepness of earth. They had no root. They were not solid in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So when the test came, they died. They fell away from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They withered. Verse 7, and it says, and some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. So some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. Some people, they hear this word, but they caught up in the world. They caught up in other things. So guess what? Eventually, the seed or the word that was planted there, and it chokes the word out of them. It chokes this truth out of them. And in the end, they are not meet for use of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Verse 8, it says, but other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. So there was the seed that fell into the good ground, and the seed that fell into the good ground are the men of the Lord, that when that seed took root, not only did it take root, they brought forth fruit, meaning they started working and doing the work of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Brothers have done, from the elders on down, the elder apostles on down, brothers have done numerous lessons. Some brothers have 100-fold, 60-fold, and some 30-fold, but nonetheless, the men of the Lord are the good ground in which the seed took root and started to bring forth fruit. Doing the work, going out to the highways and the byways, ministering and preaching and teaching to anybody that they could come across that they are led of by the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to talk to. Verse 9, who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And if you don't have the ears to hear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you're not going to hear. But he says, he who has ears, let him hear. Only the men of the Lord have the ears to hear, the eyes to see, and the heart to understand. But continuing. And it says, verse 10, it says, and the disciples came unto him And it's like, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou to them in parables? And this is the point. But I'm still going to elaborate a little further down on some verses. And it says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them is not given. So it is given unto us to know the mysteries, to know the kingdom of heaven, to know the will of the Lord, to know his wisdom, to have his understanding, to have his heart, to move according to him. But unto 2/3 of our people, and these other multitudes of people out here in the world, it is not given unto them to know the secrets and the mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It's just not. So we've been given a great gift. I'm going to jump down to verse 13 real quick. And it says, therefore I speak to them in parables, because they see not. So just like Yahushua spoke to the multitudes in parables, because they're seeing and they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. So we're the exact, we are following Yahushua's footsteps. So guess what? We are the exact same way. We speak to our people in parables. Though it's easy to be understood to us, because we have the ears to see, the ears to hear and the eyes to see and the heart to understand. Our people, they have eyes, but they don't see the truth. They have ears, but they don't hear the truth. And neither do they have the heart to understand, because it was not given unto them. This treasure was not given to them, but it was given unto us. And in them, as it's going to say in the next verse, this was a prophecy that was fulfilled. And it says, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias. And it says, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand. And seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. So it is fulfilled in our people that they hear the word, but they don't understand it. They see the men of the Lord, but they don't perceive that the men of the Lord are the mouthpieces of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, preaching his truth. They don't get it. They don't understand it. This is a very precious gift unto us, the men of the Lord that he is giving it to. Verse 15, it says, for this people is waxed, for this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. So this people's heart is waxed gross. You ever seen a piece of jewelry that's just been tarnished, and it's just so many years of tarnish, and it started to get caked up? Well, that's how our people are. And it says their ears are dull of hearing. They don't even hear the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And a lot of our people don't want to hear the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. They don't want to hear the truth. And it says their eyes they have closed. They're in a deep sleep. They don't want to be woken up to the truth. It says lest at any time that they should open their eyes and see and hear with their ears, hear the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and understand with their heart, i.e. their mind, and be converted, mean to turn back to the Lord. Then the Lord said he would heal them. But we know that's not going to happen. My last point. Again, this truth is very valuable. It is a gift been given. It's a treasure that's been given unto us by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. It says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. So we are blessed to see, to hear, and to have the heart to understand the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. So this is a great gift. This is a great treasure. You should not ever sacrifice Yahweh Yahushua for the things of this world. It is not a good trade-off. It does not work. You lose in the end. But, Aki, we have a great gift. The Lord has given this to us, and we should cherish it. And with that, Shalom.